Good morning, gamers. Welcome back. I am the AMDM lead. This is my cup of coffee, and you're watching Behind the Screen. All right, so I believe it was last week. I was talking last Behind the Screen. I was talking about something. I was talking about 3.5 and newbies and D&D and Pathfinder and that sort of thing. And Lars Dahl, I'm guessing I'm pretty sure, brought up an interesting point about role playing and role playing versus rules versus no rules and the rule systems. Now, I thought several different ways I was going to try to talk about this, and every time I was going to try to type up a response, it sounded my responses in my head sounded very antagonistic, and I did not want to be antagonistic. So, role playing. Yes, I played Dungeons and Dragons. Let's see, Lars has been playing since '86. I'm not sure how long ago it was playing, but it was around that same time that I started. Maybe a couple of years later. So, I mean, me and Lars, we've played a lot of games. We've played them on. And Lars has probably played just as many, if not more, than I have. So, there is a big difference, and there are some rules, as he put it, there are attention whores. There are some rules where the dice rolls are everything. And those are just... Back in the day when I min-maxed everything, they were great, but now I'm not so much into the min-maxing. I'm not so much into those types of systems. Today I'm more into the role-playing. I use the rules as a backdrop, and that's what I love about 5th edition. And there was a while back there's a thing called, there was role-playing versus rolling dice and playing. And there was something that got me, that stuck with me, and I will agree with Lars on this, is this type of gaming is not for new players or new GMs, because a new GM doesn't necessarily have the, I don't want to say not the capacity, but sometimes the new GMs tend to be more about antagonistic than the storytelling. And that was running a game without any dice, straight up role playing, improving the entire thing. The problem is that's not only a bad, not necessarily a good approach with new DMs, but it can also, in my opinion, Lars, be a problem with new players, because you're putting some people into a situation that they may not be comfortable in. I've experienced this. I've had in one of my last game sessions, I was running a superhero campaign, and it was a D&D campaign with the Associates of Mass Destruction. I have some players that were really deep into the role playing. They were into the improv part. They did not like the dice part as much. And then I had some players who they were there, they understood the story, but it was the improv part that scared them. The dice systems, the ruling system allowed them a framework of things they felt comfortable doing, whereas the role-playing part was something that they were not comfortable with. But that is the beauty of this game, and I emphasize the word game, role-playing game. It allows you to have people who are more comfortable with the role play aspect, and to play with people who are more comfortable with the game mechanical aspect, the numbers aspect. And in a session, a good DM is able to tie both of those together, and that is really a hard thing to do. Is balancing out your dice people from your mechanics people from your RP people. But I think it can be done, and I've done it. I feel like I've done it. It's just a process you build up over time, and as you get to know your players, you'll start to see, okay, this guy likes to do he's more into his character thing, so we're going to put situations where he can act on his character. This guy, he's not so much into stepping forward and stuff. I'll give him a couple opportunities, but he likes to swing his sword and do what his sheet can say. He likes the game aspect more. So it's a tricky balance between the two, and I've had players of both styles. I have yet to play a game where everyone at the table is just there for the role playing. It doesn't happen. I have had sessions where I have done mostly role play, where there's been very few dice laid out. And then I've had sessions where there's been nothing but combat and dice mechanics played. It can go either way. And as a DM, I allow for that. I know my players well enough to go, okay, they're getting to a point where they just want to hit something. They're getting agitated. Let them kill something. Throw in a beggar and let them, or not a beggar. No, I don't create murder hobos. I guess what I'm saying is, I think finding a balance between role playing and rolling mechanic and dice rolls is where a DM needs to be. And I think 5th edition does an excellent job of that. Instead of giving you a breakdown in the mechanics, something for everything, becoming an attention whore system, there's a rule for everything. It allows the DM, with simple mechanics, to extrapolate an amazing story. Really, that's all we're all here for. If you want to see more about what Lars was talking about, go into last week's Behind the Screen and read his thing. It's a really good, well thought out article. I enjoyed it very much. I'm hearting it now. Just so, yeah, I enjoyed this, Lars. Good job on it. It's a well thought out system, and it's a good explanation of what I'm trying to say. But I think there should be. I don't think rules distract from role play, because we are playing a role playing game. That's my final take. I think they can enhance role play. And that's all I got for now, guys. I am getting ready. Waiting for the rest of the family to get up, because I am going to the Michigan Renaissance Festival today, and I got to finish getting ready. So, if you like these videos, I'm going to leave my hat on. I kind of like that. My wizard hat. Yeah. If you like these videos, please click on the like button. If you think someone else would like them, please click on the share button. Every like's an inspiration, every share is an advantage, and every subscription is an experience point. Help me gain 300 experience points so I can get to 2nd level, and and as usual, every video that you share, the AMDM does hereby authorize you, the viewer, to gain 10 experience points to use as you see fit. That's all I have for now, so go roll some dice.